traveler. Paimon. It's been a long time.
Oh, hey, Hoishin! Long time no see! Fancy meeting you here. How's work these days?
Thanks to the help of people like you and colleagues like Ganyu, better all the time. But I've been feeling distracted at work lately. I just feel constantly agitated. It's a long story. But my father, he's thinking of stepping down from the Tianshu position due to health issues.
Huh? What's wrong with Uncle Tian?
Nothing specifically. He's not unwell. He says he's just increasingly low on energy these days. He's always said, old age comes for us all in the end. Still, I just can't help but feel a little emotional watching it happen to him. Anyway, my father's currently on the second floor of Yangsheng Tea House. Why don't you come pay him a visit with me? He seems very fond of you, too. I'm sure chatting with you will make him very happy.
Sure, let's go. Uncle Tian, we're here to chat with you.
Oh? What a lovely surprise. Welcome. Hoishi, why don't you go downstairs and get the shopkeeper to make us a fresh pot of tea? I heard that you've been traveling all over the place recently. I would very much like to hear your adventure stories. Hoishin told you, didn't she? Don't worry, I'm quite all right. It's just the years gradually catching up with me. As I grow older, I'm starting to find that with many things, though the mind is willing, the flesh is weak. Especially recently, I've noticed a rather drastic drop in my energy levels. I am still very much in good standing as the Tianshu today. Nevertheless, I wish to pass on the position before my mental acuity begins to decline beyond redemption.
How difficult is it to transfer the Tianshu position?
Oh, well, you see, the Tianshu is a rather unique position among the Liyue Qixing. Historically speaking, the Tianshu rarely appears in public. We stay behind the scenes, planning and giving advice, so a public selection process would not be suitable. We also want to keep any prospective Tianshu candidates free from influence by outside forces, so we tend to be as discreet as possible in their assessment and appointment. For these reasons, the incumbent Tianshu typically recommends their candidate of choice, and this is then approved by the other Qixing members.
So in other words, you pick someone, and then Lady Keqing, Lady Ningguang, and the other
Correct. Unfortunately, due to my health, I won't be able to assess every candidate myself. Not to despair, however, because I found someone exceptionally capable to act on my behalf as assessment officer. In fact, I believe you recently became acquainted with her yourself.
Oh? Who is it?
I'm heartbroken. I thought it might take you a little longer than this to forget all about me.
It's Sharon!
Jackpot. Uncle Tian here asked me to assess 3 candidates for him. Fancy joining me? You'll be among the first to get to know the next Tianshu. Might be a good opportunity for you.
What do you think? Paimon thinks so too. It can't be a bad thing to be on good terms with a new do Qixing, right?
All right then. Though, I gotta say, Uncle Tian, you say you're into behind-the-scenes planning? My work's of the covert variety, too. Don't you think I might make a good Tianshu?
Huh? Yelan, you want to be the next Tianshu?
I'm not opposed to the idea, but I suspect Ningguang wouldn't let you go very easily after how long you've been working together. So, how about this? If your investigation reveals that none of the other candidates are qualified for the position, I'll recommend you for the job.
Deal. Well, you guys take your time. Everything's all set for the assessments to go ahead. Meet me on the first floor when you're ready. Until then, have a pleasant conversation. Oh, and no need to pay for your tea. As the new owner of this fine establishment, this runs on the house. You're all set?
Uncle Tian seems really worn down. It's like all his energy's gone.
Yeah, it may sound harsh, but Uncle Tian is past his prime. He's not cut out for this anymore. So he's recommended 3 candidates. Their names are Qinwei, Mingbo, and Zhi. Qinwei is a wealthy entrepreneur. Mingbo works at the Liyue Ministry of Civil Affairs, and Zhi is focused on study and travel. Try to keep all that in mind. Of course, it doesn't really matter if you forget, since we'll be assessing them at Yuehai Pavilion in a short while.
Qianwei, Mingbo, Zhi. Paimon should be able to remember their names, but what does the assessment involve exactly?
Let's leave that until we get to Yuehai Pavilion. All right. Heads in the game, people. The stakes don't get much higher than a change in the Qixing. We can't afford to miss anything, no matter how small.
Got it. We'll keep our eyes wide open. Okay.
My legs are getting sore. What is wrong with this assessment officer? This is a huge occasion and I don't even get a chair. I've dealt with all kinds of people in my time, but never have I been made to stand while I'm waiting for an appointment.
Oh, I think it's fine.
That's called being complacent. If you're happy to just accept the way things are, you'll never be able to change anything in the future.
Oh, come on. That's just... Now you're just being unreasonable.
All right, you two. Let's not get into a big argument over this. It's not worth it. Qianwei, that was a bit uncalled for, and Mingbo cut him some slack. We've all been standing around for a while. It's natural to be getting irritable. Look, how about this? There's no rule saying we're obliged to stand up while we wait, so why don't we borrow some chairs from the guild nearby?
Fine. They're not the best quality chairs, to be sure. But under the circumstances, it would be better than nothing.
It looks like all 3 candidates have arrived. We'll meet them formally soon. Before that, let me run you through the assessment process. I've split it into 2 stages: current affairs and planning, and face-to-face interview. In the first stage, candidates are required to submit a manifesto for Liyue's development. In the second stage, we will ask them some questions in person. Writing a manifesto takes time, so I informed them of this requirement in advance. These are the reports they submitted.
Wow, one of them is really thick.
It's also worth mentioning a stipulation I gave them. Whoever is appointed as the new Tianshu will be expected to implement their plan as put forward in their manifesto. Failing the occurrence of some cataclysmic event, they will not be permitted to change their plan. Therefore, these 3 piles of documents in front of us represent where each candidate stands on key policy issues. There's still some time. Have a skim through, get a first impression of what each person's proposing. I'll be waiting off to the side. Just let me know when you're done.
Apparently, I've been muted like this whole time, and I didn't even know it. It didn't even show it. Well, okay, now it's fixed. I did not know that it was muted like that whole time. It didn't even show it. Stupid. Oh, I am way too close. You can hear my breathing. Yeah, it was, I don't know, it was muted like in the stream settings and not in literally any other setting. So I had to go into the stream settings to see it. Isn't this bitch just like, she's literally Arcane. She's literally, why can't I fucking, Caitlyn. She's, I was thinking about that earlier. And I saw her in a quest. I was like, this is literally just Caitlyn right now. I'll probably switch over to Baldur's Gate if I'm still streaming. Whenever that stuff goes down. Okay, anyway. Let me see my achievements. Yippee! I finished a page. How many achievements? Isn't there like over 1,000 achievements in this thing? Like 1,200? That's crazy. I haven't even done like a lot of them. How much is this one? The free to floss. I'll have to do that later. Because we're doing story quest right now. And I will not be updating my thingy. The purple's so pretty though. I don't have any of the other ones unlocked, so it doesn't matter. Anyway, okay. Why is this paused? Didn't ask for it to be paused. Stop pausing. Dumb, silly. Okay. Like, I don't know. I found that feeling like I need to throw up like all day, but like after it subsides, I feel hungry, and I'm like, well, well, I just felt like I was gonna throw up like 2 seconds ago. So, like, should I eat or not? That's a real thing. But like, I don't know. I'll figure it out later. Anyway, we're doing story quests and checking my notifications because I can't stand having little red bubbles everywhere. Because they annoy me. Wait. Arlecchino. Is she coming back? Wait, is she? That was her and Chlorinde again. To be fair, I wouldn't be mad about that. Like, I don't know. Oh, I guess you can't see it, but I'm like, in the notices thing. What is that? Is that a Hu Tao skin? Why is it so cute for someone I don't play or like that much? That feels like a crime. Wait a minute. Version. Oh, it's 0.3. Okay. I haven't even started for it. Can do. The Chronicle Wish. I don't know who to get. Cause like I love. I don't like playing Shao, but Shao's story. I love Shao's story. Shao's my Shadi Boo Mei in Genshin. I don't know. I really don't want another Chi-Chi. I already lost my freaking 50-50 to fucking Chi-Chi. I'm mad about it. Arlecchino's back, and I like Scythe characters, so probably gonna just do her instead. And Citali? Who is this? Mavuika. When was question mark? I'm confuzzled. When is this coming out? When is 121? Not that one. The epitome. 121 to 212. Okay, that's when that's coming out. When is this coming out? After. Okay, that one's coming out first. That makes sense. So we get the Miss Pyro Archon, Miss Icon, motorcycle riding badass bitch over here, and then the other one, which I haven't played through Natlin yet, so I don't fucking know who she is. I know that you can't see what's on my thing, but it's there. It's there. Okay, we're not looking at that. What are we doing? Candles. Reading through things. Covers the dynamic affairs quite comprehensively, focusing on people and their livelihoods. The greater good. It means works for everyone. Okay. And domestic affairs, foreign affairs, problem solving. I mean, like, if you have detailed plans, I'd just go with it, because I don't fucking want to plan that shit out. But I'm also not the leader. Commercial. Of the people, for the people. Let's do that guy.
Finished, huh?
Everyone took it very seriously.
Of course they did. They have the chance to be picked as the new Tianshu, so you can bet they're putting their best foot forward. And keep in mind, whoever gets in has to execute their plan as written. Nobody wants to have any regrets.
I guess that's the issue with having a longer manifesto. You have to, like, line by line. That fucking bracelet she has on looks like it's about to fall off. How does that not fall off? You running around in the shadows all the time. How does that not fall off your wrist? Unless you're, like,
That's for
deliberately
me to
holding it.
know and you to find out. We can talk more after the interviews. We'll see the candidates now. Let's do one at a time. Start with Chenwei.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh? So you two are the assessment officers, are you?
Yeah.
I had
that's
assumed
also
that given the
bitchy.
great import of this situation, Lady Ningguang would perhaps be assessing us in person. I
Excuse
certainly
me?
hadn't imagined I'd be seeing two entirely unfamiliar faces.
Entirely unfamiliar. I literally saved your whole entire fucking world 6 different times in a row. You specifically. I prevented that big ass Hydro monster from wiping out your house. I am the savior of Tibet, and you're telling me you don't know who I am? Who I am? That's honestly sentence to death. Get out of here. Out of my sight. You're too entitled. Get out.
I trust you've read through my manifesto? I'd be more than happy to clarify any details you found difficult to grasp. It was written with an expert audience in mind, after
get
all.
out. Mm-mm.
Mind your tone, mister.
Mm-mm.
Relax.
You're done.
It wasn't intended as a personal slight against anyone in particular. I was
You
simply
learned from
stating a
Cloud Retainer.
fact. Cloud Retainer? You know this Adeptus? Oh, yes, I remember now. You must be the traveler that
Yeah,
people are constantly
The
talking
one
about.
that saved your
With your sterling
bitch ass.
reputation, you must have a respectable level of erudition. Perhaps you will be able to understand the concepts I have put forward. Yeah, although I shouldn't get my hopes up.
You're fired. Get out.
Oh, is it my turn?
Yes. Please introduce yourself.
I'm, Mingbo. I work in the Ministry of Civil Affairs. I've worked there for, 9 years, 5 months, and 3 days. In that time, I've handled, 2,347 cases. I have 12 active cases at the moment. They should be concluded in, 16 days? My current work is related to urban planning, and I'm also responsible for, auditing the accounts. To be more precise, there are 3 parts to the accounts, namely...
Is it just Paimon, or is he not very good at public speaking?
Neither are you, Paimon.
You know what?
I don't really
Let's
hear it.
leave the self-introduction there and move on to some questions.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Hello. Not gonna lie, I'm feeling a little nervous. What would you like to know? You're here to assess me, so ask away and I'll answer your questions to the best of my ability.
Your manifesto is very wide in its scope, but you don't seem to be personally involved in many of the specific fields. How can you be sure that you have the ability to put your plan into action?
It's not blunt. It's factual. Traveler, even though I know you're literally me. Just shut up and let professional handle this.
Very fair question. I completely understand where you're coming from. But I'm confident in my plan. I've visited many different places, talked to lots of people with far more expertise than myself, and my manifesto is the conclusion of these efforts. Of course, 2 different problems can be interconnected in very complicated ways, and you might reach 2 very contradictory conclusions depending on which one you're focusing on. What I've tried to do is strike a balance. In other words, present an optimal solution to all the problems as a whole.
How do you plan to determine whether you are right or wrong about your proposed solution being the optimal one?
A great question. Well, I'd start by having my colleagues and the secretaries of the Yuehai Pavilion evaluate any proposals before implementation. Post-implementation, it would all come down to the results. If it turned out that my judgment was to blame for poor results, I would take responsibility.
Yeah, but
Nice
like how?
answer. All right, next question.
That's case by case, I guess.
He seems like a great guy. Everything he said was thoughtful and logical, and he was just a pleasure to listen to.
I disagree, Paimon, but I also agree. But disagree on everything, except for qualifications.
Here's my take on what we just... As you saw, Qianwei is highly knowledgeable. He proposes many excellent ideas in his manifesto which effectively target the big issues. But he is very proud and incredibly stubborn. He doesn't care much about other people's feelings. Ningguo's plan is more thorough and more measured. You can tell he's meticulous in his work, very detail-oriented. But he and Qianwei are otherwise polar opposites. Mingbo is not very articulate and comes across as very timid in conversation.
Perfect summary. Paimon couldn't agree more. You're good at this, Yuan.
Last but not least, Zhi. His manifesto is full of pertinent details, his methodology is sound, and his proposals cover a broad range of fields, which is quite a rare feat. The depth he goes into in each and every area means it can only be a product of painstaking work. Plus, he is modest and good at dealing with people. But what really interests me is that many of his views happen to coincide with Uncle Tien's. Having someone like Zhi take the position would certainly put Uncle Tien's mind at rest.
Great!
We'll see. Let's go back and report to Uncle Tien.
I mean, fair. If you ain't got a problem, don't fix it. Give me all my upgrade materials, and I'll have a loan from Leo. Now I'm hungry, damn it. My dad just asked if I wanted food a little bit ago, and I said no, I really want food, and I don't want to wait until 4 a.m. to get food again. But I also do not know what to eat, because everything in... Where the fuck am I going again? No, over here. Yeah, get out of my way. Get out of my way. Anyway. Actually. Oops. Alright.
Strike a pose!
I'm like, everybody heal up. Just in case, because I know Elon's a little bit of a troublemaker. I need to do like what the fuck is it called? The experience reputation quest, because I have like no wings. Well, that's not what I wanted to do. Fuck you. Dressing room. Yeah. See, I only have these ones. I have like the basic bitch ones. These ones, and then the PlayStation exclusive. Like, if I put these on her, she would look sick. Or even these, like, I need to do my reputation quests. I've been kind of ignoring. I like how this looks like an owl. Stole score. Tee. It doesn't matter.
Being too popular can be such a hassle.
Who
knew the people would adore me so much?
They literally don't. What are you talking about?
I see. Then it's more or less as I anticipated.
Alright, then let me ask this. The ideas in Jur-E's manifesto are very similar to your own. Is there any particular reason behind this?
Oh, I didn't want to say anything when I gave you the list of candidates, for fear of affecting your judgment. But I can tell you now. Those 3 candidates have all studied under me in the past. It's only natural that they share some similarities with me. But Xin Wei went on to focus on his business, and Ming Guo has always been occupied with his work at the Ministry of Civil Affairs. Of all of them, Juri was with me for the longest duration.
Oh, so how did you get to know them all, Uncle Tian?
Chen Wei was referred to me by an old friend. Ming Guo came to my attention in the course of my work, and as for Juri, that was pure happenstance. We first met while fishing. Gradually, as we got to know each other, we started discussing all sorts of topics. Juri came from a poor family, and his parents died when he was very young. But he was a gifted student and a fast learner. He reminded me of a younger version of myself, so I started out giving him a few words of advice when we were out fishing and noticed how quickly he got on. Quite. And now, all of a sudden, he's grown into a mature young man. It's a joy to see, but it also gets one thinking. The young are growing up, and I am growing old. How time flies. No one can escape the cycle of life.
I don't know, Uncle Tian. You still seem in pretty good shape to me. You might have another few years of work left in you, don't you think?
Oh, you. There's really no need to console me. Having less energy than I used to isn't such a bad thing. It just means I finally have a good reason to retire and spend my days doing what old men like me should be doing. Going fishing whenever I feel like it.
I need it.
Ooh,
there's one in the back. I need to steal it. Catch it like a
There's nothing quite like fishing to pass the time. Ooh, and freshly caught fish, they make the most beautiful fish soup with barely any preparation required.
Fresh fish soup. Sounds tasty.
Doesn't it? Also, some time ago, Juri purchased a very special recipe from an old fisherman. When we've been fishing recently, Juri always brings some extra ingredients he prepared in advance. The addition of these makes the soup taste even more wonderful. That flavor makes for a fond memory. But at my age, who knows how many more chances I have left to taste it again.
Oh, can Paimon come next time too? Paimon really wants to try it.
Let's get back to the matter at hand. Uncle Tian, we've reported back. Do you have a verdict?
I appointed you as the assessment officer, and I trust your judgment. Had you not asked me why Juri's ideas were so similar to mine, I was not going to mention my history with any of them. This decision must be guided by what is fair and right. Please disregard all other considerations and make your final decision only after a thorough review of each candidate's talents and capabilities. Remember, you must be thorough.
Understood.
Jaylon is
Come on,
the
let's go
most
talk somewhere
thorough
else.
Bye-bye, Uncle Tian. Look after
Stealing
yourself.
that cat. I see him over there.
So, it's gonna be Juri, right? His manifesto was written well, and he's the best speaker.
Easy. Let's not rush. There's no time limit for this assessment.
Huh?
Yeah, what if
So,
he's
are you gonna
evil,
give them more
Paimon?
tests or something?
No, nothing like that. The assessment itself is complete. But let me give you a word of advice. Things are not always as they appear. The biggest no-no in intelligence work is to only get information from the person of interest themselves. The truth is almost always hidden beneath many layers of deception. You have to get information through many different channels. For example, Wenyuan, Shanghua.
Yes?
Where the motherfucker?
Lady Yelan, what are your orders?
Ugh! Who are they? Where did they come from?
Literally, Paimon.
Did they scare you? These two are Wenyuan and Shanghua. They work for me. As my trusted assistants, they are always standing guard nearby. They also perform various assignments as required. Shanghua is a business expert who gets his information by trading. Wenyuan relies on word of mouth. And there's also Upei, who's not here right now.
That meathead must have been out there on sea surveillance for some time now. Is he all right?
I want to watch all
I seem to remember that he can't swim.
I need to rewatch
Nothing
it.
can take that guy down.
Tis my comfort
Certainly not a little
show.
wind and waves.
Shanghua, visit all the commerce guilds and look into Qianwei's background.
That and the Princess Bride.
Wenyuan,
I love
go
that
to the Ministry
movie.
of Civil
Oh, it's
Affairs
like
and
my
look through
favorite ever.
Mingguo's work files.
Yes, ma'am.
So what about Juri?
Juri, well, obviously as the most promising candidate, we will be investigating him ourselves.
Yeah,
Let's go to the docks
Paimon.
first. Lots of people passing through there. You can find out all kinds of things.
If we're looking for information, why don't we try talking to Bulai, the owner of Wanyu Boutique? He does business at the North Wharf. Maybe he has some news for us.
Woof, woof.
That's actually not a bad idea. Let's go and ask him.
Kitty! Come hither, it's my time. Be my Pokemon. Yes. Ooh, chest.
Take it.
How did I not see that?
Go on. You
There's
have
so
my
many random
approval.
ass chests here. Where's that other orange cat? I must have all the kitties. Ooh, and the puppies. I know where their puppies are. Come hitter. Where's the bridge? Brother! Damn it! Why not? He's such a cute ducky. Where's the other one? I already have Shibas. Damn it. I'm just wasting my omniness in this moment. Oh, Pokeballs. The stars are pretty, but also the sky is fake. So... Actually, that's not what I wanted. Where are we going? Well, that sucks, because we're not actually going there. We're going right here, in fact. Not to that. Give me the waypoint. Because we're gonna go see my
This
favorite.
would be the perfect location for shooting a film.
I need to pull out super. Instead of the outfit. Nope, I need the outfit for her fire. I'll just...
I can do it.
Okay. Wait, we here. Am I in the right place? I feel like I'm absolutely not in the right place. So we're just gonna go right here. Because I'm dumb and I can't fucking use my eyeballs. Okay, we were in fact in the right spot. Yeah, I'm a little slow, guys. Don't mind me over here. This place is annoying only because you have to like stop everything. It's just some place. Shut up, I don't want to fucking talk to y'all. So hungry.
Wow, this would be the perfect location for shooting a film.
A film, you say? What kind of film? The snow is so glittery. Wish we had snow. And this is why I needed scissors.
Stand clear.
Oh, what are y'all shooting at? Oh, stop. That's crazy. She has 8k and she has 19k health. She almost has 20k health. I don't even use her. She's an off-field DPS. I should probably switch out their artifacts. When that's... Is that Inazuma? Yes, it is. Sometimes I can't really tell. I know it's closing in 20 minutes. You want to tell me? Actually, I'll not realize. This is, again, why I need supers. so hungry. This is where I wanted to go. Actually, let me set the time to some other time. Look at that. Look at that right over there. Look how pretty that is. This is like prime wishing spot. You can see like the whole freaking world up here. That's Sumeru. Is that in that land? I can't see. That looks like Fontaine. But fucking look at that. It's so pretty. Actually, I want Nahihi so she can do her little city thingy. Damn, you can see the, oh my gosh, I wish I could like have like a pointer. You can see the blowing thing all the way down there. And Mondstadt. Is that Mondstadt? I don't fucking know, but you can see the wind over there. That's crazy. There's Storm Terror. That's... yeah, that is Mondstadt. Look how pretty it is up here. That's the tower thingy. That's where we just were over there. Yes, I know. It's too pretty. You can't tell me no. Okay, anyway. Map time. Where are we going again? All the way over here. Okay.
The weather is lovely and warm. Things are about to start getting lively again.
You can actually like read people's thoughts. Well, I guess wrong. You can only read thoughts in like her little home country, but it's cute. You can see what they're thinking. Oh,
The threads of your fate lie in my hand.
Yeah, shut up, Visual. You know that you like to yap. Number one yapper over here.
Huh? What's Polite doing here today?
I don't know, but wait a minute. I'm gonna kill him.
Look, your asking price for this batch is just too high. I can't buy in at this price. How am I supposed to turn a profit?
Come on, hear me out. I'm telling you, this is the single best batch of Sunsetias ever. You won't find anyone who disputes that. I accidentally dropped one into a well, and even the water turned sweet.
Even so...
Alright. I'll let you in on a little secret. The boss of Second Life also wants to buy from me, but I haven't responded yet. If you won't take him, I'll just have to partner with them instead. And neither of us wants that.
Okay, well, when you put it that way, I'll accept your asking price. I'll take all your stock. Don't sell a single one to Second Life.
You just got played. You silly guy.
Oh, what are you doing here? And to be clear, these Sunsetias are mine. I got to them first. Don't get any ideas.
Actually,
Bro,
we
literally
need to
just got
ask you about a guy called Juri. Have you heard of him before?
Juri? Yes, he's quite well known.
Jury.
I've heard a story about him. They say he was born into poverty. His parents died when he was young, and he was treated cruelly by the local community. One of his neighbors was terribly rude to him all the time, but Juri never retaliated. And when his neighbor went bankrupt, he even helped support the family. He returned cruelty with kindness, injustice with peace offerings. A gentleman of talent and character, and... oh, how did I not notice him sooner? In fact, maybe I'm not too late. If I could hire him to be the brand ambassador for ooooo Boutique.
Oh, he sounds like a decent man. We can finally breathe a sigh of relief.
Why are you asking about him anyway? You aren't looking for a brand ambassador too, are you? Well then, in that case, the higher bidder takes the... Ah, that's Jury right over there. Why don't we go and talk to him?
Where? Where?
It's him, all right. Looks like he's chatting with Linlong. Come on, let's follow them and listen in. Try not to let him see you. We want this information to be as truthful as possible.
I'll just go and fetch an employment contract. And hey, don't try and cut me out of this. Hey!
I understand. Let's walk and talk.
Are they actually gonna keep walking without me? Damn it.
What's the hurry? Don't get too close, or he'll see you.
You did fucking see me. Listen. Elon, we're getting Dr. Peppers here. You're gonna have to take a break. Dr. Pepper are more important than your little business that you have on over there. Dr. Pepper, you're so yummy. Tattoo money. I'm so excited for my tattoo. Because I want another one.
I hear the voice of fate, speaking my name in humble supplication.
Shut up. Freaking. The crisp sound of a new Dr.
I
Pepper.
created another universe and founded paradise. For I, Fischl, and the Prinzessin de Ver...
Delicious. I needed my acid, Dr. Pepper, before we continued. All these politics is not my forte. Is he gonna toss me again?
Try not to let him see you.
Yeah, shut up.
I understand. Let's walk and talk.
Don't worry, I know how to be a stalker. I'll be sneaky.
So, you were looking to buy a wineware set? Oh, now I can see that you're a connoisseur, so I won't bother trying to con you. I trust you understand our shop quite well?
The truth is, an old friend of mine, who likes to have a drink now and then, he fancies himself as a man
What do
of
you mean I'm
What's
too
the
close?
hurry?
I'm behind a
Don't
box.
get too close, or he'll see you.
Alan, shut the fuck up. He wouldn't have been able to see me. Somehow, he just, sensed my
Try
presence.
not to let
I'm
him
just
see you.
Not much of a
We
big
want
ass
this
bitch.
information to be as truthful as possible.
Oh, he's so cold.
I understand.
Yeah,
Let's walk and talk.
My friend, what?
So, you were looking to buy a wineware set? Oh, now I can see that you're a connoisseur, so I won't bother trying to con you. I trust you understand our shop quite well?
Bro, just
The truth
casually
is,
admits
an
to
old friend of mine
conning all
who
of
likes
her
to have a drink
acquaintances.
now and then. He fancies himself as a man of culture, but doesn't care for needless extravagance. So I thought I might buy him a set of high-quality fakes.
How very thoughtful of you. Leave it to me, then. Come and collect it at Shigu Antiques whenever it's convenient.
Thank you very much, Miss Linlong.
It's my pleasure, Mr. Jerry. These days, it's
What are you
quite rare for
talking
someone
about?
of your standing to still keep up with their old friends. It's nice to see. I'll be sure to pick out a good set for you. You can count on me.
Bro, I'm literally not even close.
Jerry seems to get along really well with everyone. Are you satisfied now, Yelan? Seems like everyone thinks Jerry's a great guy.
It's a facade.
We shouldn't jump to conclusions just yet. Let's go check
What
out
if
the
he's
wharf where he
spittoon?
usually goes fishing.
Do we have to?
Paimon, you
Wait,
literally just barged in
You're
here.
not just trying to dig up some dirt on Jerry because you want to be Tianchi yourself, are you?
Maybe I am. Maybe I'm not. But hey, if I do become Tianshu, I'll look out for you guys. You'll be able to try all the finest
Anyone
food for
wouldn't
free.
even let you.
How does that sound?
We will? Well, come on! Off to the great wharf we go!
Paimon, you're so easily manipulated. Oh, yummy chips. Breathing. Ah, yes. So it's gonna close down at 4. Okay.
I created another universe and
and
founded
founded
paradise. For I,
Right.
Fischl, and the
Princess
Prinzessin
Defa Ertude. Princess Defa Ertude. I've heard that cooking whistling forever. There's so much. Give me my blanket. My feces are cold. Where are my shark socks? I want to put them on. Yippee! Yay, my medicine runs back home as well. Bro, where's this guy? I guess I can check my reputation. See how lazy I am? I don't even want to walk. Excuse me. Tee-hee. Oh wow.
All tasks have been handed out.
That's my reputation. I only have 9 more quests. Side quests to do here. I'll figure out how to do that in a minute. Oh, I only have 3 more levels? I didn't even fucking realize that. Damn. I think I have less than freaking, what the fuck, Mondstadt. And what's this the beginning area? Oh my god. Why am I so told? So good. Food, pretty please. That's what I need. What's for dinner? 'Tis what I shall ask. And I need... How much more? Give me 1. I can do 3 of those and get up. Get my money up. Not my money up. I can only do the... Sorry you have to hear me slurp everything down. But I am very hungry. Is it 5 minutes? Let me look in. Come on.
The wharf is as busy as ever. I hear the anglers here sometimes sell their fish to the nearby fishmongers. Let's see what Uncle Soon has to say.
I thought it said Sam. My bad. Why is everybody uncle around here? Why is that
Welcome.
fish's head so
What
big?
would you like to buy today?
Sorry to interrupt. We're actually members of the Liyue Anglers Association, and we just wanted to ask a few questions about someone. We've heard about this young man called Zhi, who's supposed to be a fantastic fisherman. Just wondering if you happen to have heard of him?
Whoa! Yelan made up a whole fake identity without batting an eyelid!
Ah, yes, Zhi. He's been making quite a name for himself recently. I've got some friends who travel all over the place, and they tell me everywhere they go they meet someone who's heard of him. Apparently, he had a rather tough time growing up. Had to work several jobs alongside his studies to make ends meet. How does that saying go? What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Well, if there's anything to that logic, he's sure to be phenomenally successful one day.
Yeah, we think so too.
But I'm afraid your Anglers Association might be in for a disappointment.
A disappointment?
Why's that?
He's good at a lot of things, but fishing isn't one of them. He fishes at the wharf and sells what he catches to me on occasion. His catches are always mediocre. Not terrible, but equally nothing to write home about. If you're looking to recruit some new members, though, I do know a few top anglers I could put you in touch with.
That sounds fantastic. I've got a couple of other things to attend to right now, though, so why don't I come back some other time and we can chat over a drink?
Sure thing. See you.
Just asked her for
Everywhere they go, they meet someone who's heard of him. Come on, let's keep asking around.
Let me in. Why are the doors taller than the people here? This is literally like double my height. I know she's not like the tallest character, but like, still. Everything in the water.
Here to buy some fish? It's 300 for one or 3 for 1,000. You better hurry. When they're gone, they're gone.
That is
Hello,
not a
we're
deal.
from the Society
me
for Fish Price Research. We'd just like to ask a few questions.
Wow, she switched identity.
Society for Fish Price Research? I haven't done anything illegal. Stay out of my business.
Please, don't worry. We're just here to conduct a simple survey. We've heard about a certain Zhi who's been selling fresh fish at low price.
So this isn't about me. You should have said something, you know. I know the guy. I haven't heard anything about him selling fresh fish at low prices, but it wouldn't surprise me if it was him.
Oh?
Because he's so poor. His parents died when he was very young, and his alcoholic father still owed a huge amount of debt. He was still a kid when he first came to the wharf. His clothes were ragged, and he managed to survive, thanks to Uncle Tien, who gave him some food. But still to this day, I mean, he can afford to eat and everything, but you'll often see him haggling with others over just a few mora. So, I wouldn't be surprised to find out he's been selling a few. It's not like he catches much anyway, so it's not going to affect my business.
You'd rather he didn't know?
Well, I spoke to him once, briefly, and I just had a feeling that he really cares what other people think of him. I think he has pretty low self-esteem, but hey, it's hard, and nobody's perfect.
I see. Well,
not a problem. And just for the record, there's absolutely nothing wrong with the price of my fish.
The more times you say it, the less convincing it becomes.
Doesn't have a lot of mora to his name.
Okay, finally. Where did that fucking spit me out at? I guess it was his shop. I'll go to that one over there next. Is it gonna kick me out? Let's see. Let's wait for like 2 seconds and see if it kicks me. Because if not, I'll keep playing. But, so then I will be switching. I don't really care about online play anyway. I don't play with other people. Because there's no one to play with, even though they keep trying to join my world, but I don't freaking know you, so...
I created another universe and founded paradise. For I, Fischl, and the Prinzessin der
And this is my pet Oz. He's a raven crow thing. And he's weird. Whee! Chin. I guess it'd be more. What is in her shoes? Is that like freaking cotton or something? I feel like it'd like get in between my toes and feel weird, and I wouldn't want to have it on. I feel like that'd be so overstimulating for me. I'd need to clean them off. Her face is buried in that book. No hee, she ain't got no shoes on. I mean, she kinda does, but they're more like socks. And her toes are out. She got games on her phone. And when she steps on a key. Like on her keyboard, it's cute. And then she has a little camera thing, which collects stuff. Are you gonna kick me out? What's going on here? Are we being kicked?
Hey, it's you guys! Wait, what's the phrase? Oh yeah, honored to meet you. What brings you to me?
The truth is, we are but newcomers to this territory. We heard tell of a great martial artist, Master Dugu, who knows everything there is to know. Hence, we sought you out to ask for your guidance.
Really? People said I know everything there is to know?
But of course. We also heard that Master Dugu is a kind and virtuous swordsman who never turns away anyone who comes with questions.
Great! So what do you wish to know? Nothing happens on this street that I don't know about.
Now she's lying to a kid.
So, Master Dugu, have you heard of one by the name of Jur-E?
Sure have. You mean that guy that all the grown-ups are talking about these days? I've heard many tales of Juri. For example, I can't remember. Probably because it's nothing that important. I prefer stories about sword-fighting heroes.
Oh, I can completely understand that. Then let me ask you this. Do you remember roughly when the grown-ups started talking about Jur-E?
Oh yeah, I know that. It was about 2 or 3 months ago.
Girl came out of nowhere. No, it kicked me. Damn it. I guess we do have to switch. Fine. How long are they gonna be down? Actually. Under maintenance. From 4 to 7. Ugh, fine. I'll switch.